Most kits were not allowed to go into the warrior's den. Their mothers would tell them to leave them alone, or out of respect not to bother them. But most importantly, the queens feared the climb to the dens would be too great for the small kits. However, SpottedKit didn't feel any fear of the climb. She was going to be an apprentice soon, so in ways, the climb up would be nothing. After all, if there was anyone she wanted to impress, it was Cowspot.
I hope you can climb.
Of course I can. This will be easy.
With shaky paws, SpottedKit struggled her way up the cliff. It was a lot steeper than she had imagined it would be. Each jump almost felt like her last, but she didn't give up. She refused to look like a small weak kit in front of Cowspot.
You got this, SpottedKit,
Cowspot said confidently. Though her paws felt like fire, SpottedKit took one last leap and made it to the top. She panted as she watched her idol move with grace.
Phew, see? No problem.
Cowspot simply chuckled as she watched the little kit. With calm eyes, she turned to the den and pointed to it with her paw.
This is where the warriors stay,
she purred.
Whoa, the warrior's den.
Her eyes widened in delight. She could not wait until she herself could be amongst those who called themselves warriors.
Just you wait, I'll be the strongest warrior in this clan. I wish I could be an apprentice now.
Cowspot once again let out a soft chuckle. She remembered a time she herself was just as eager as this young kit.
There is more to being a warrior than showing power. You must also show mercy at times.
Her voice was both calm yet stern.
And remember, young one, to never stray away from the warrior code. It is what keeps us in line with Star Clan.
But what if I do?
She asked nervously.
No cat is perfect, child. Not even Flowstar.
Really? But the leader has to be perfect. Least that's what I was told. You can't lead if you are flawed.
Cowspot smiled, her tail flicking gently.
Most cats make mistakes, SpottedKit, but that doesn't mean they are not great warriors. A cat is not judged by their perfections, but by their goodness to the clan and to others.
The young kit tried to understand the she-cat's words, but she was finding it difficult. Noticing her struggles, Cowspot gently nuzzled the kit before standing to her paws.
Here, why don't I show you the apprentice den now?
Okay.
SpottedKit ran with excitement to the den. It wouldn't be too long from now, she would be living there herself, as an apprentice.
It's so big in here, and soon I can choose my own nest and live amongst the other apprentice.
She mewed with much happiness. Cowspot purred as she looked around the den. A sense of comfort and nostalgia rushed over her.
I remember when I used to sleep in here, back when I was known as Cowpaw. Sometimes, I long those simpler times.
Why is that? Being a warrior is so cool.
Cowspot simply shook her head before looking to the kit.
You are far too young to understand, but enough of that. I cannot wait to see who your mentor will be when the time comes.
I hope it's you.
The she-cat purred, before gently looking to the kit.
Only time will tell who you get as a mentor. It is not up to me. In the meantime, why don't I show you the medicine den?
Okay.
Though she had much confidence going up the cliff, going down was another thing. SpottedKit shook as she saw how far the ground was to where she stood.
Ah, this is so high up.
A part of her wanted to scream for Cowspot to help her, but she knew if she wanted to be a warrior one day, she had to rid her fear of heights. Yet, the more she tried to be brave, the more her paws shook beneath her. At one point, her entire back leg gave out, causing her to slip on the rocks. Frightened, SpottedKit cried out. The one who came to her aid wasn't Cowspot, but an apprentice named Palepaw. The young apprentice looked at the kit with concern.
SpottedKit?
I can't get down,
she cried, her back legs slipping on the rocks.
Get away from the edge.
Palepaw slowly nudged the kit away from the edge.
Come now, SpottedKit. If you stay here, you're going to get hurt.
Her legs were so shaky, and the thought of being stuck frightened her. Cowspot, who noticed what was going on, swiftly made her way back up the cliff. Palepaw wasn't too far behind her.
Why didn't you ask for help if you were struggling?
The kit lowered her gaze.
I'm so sorry. I thought I could do it myself.
You could have been badly injured, young one, if not for Palepaw here.
Her voice was stern.
I'm so sorry, Cowspot and Palepaw.
I'm just glad you're okay.
If you want to be a warrior one day, you need to know your limits and not be afraid to ask for help. We are a clan for a reason.
I will ask if I need help next time.
Cowspot picked up the kit by her scruff and brought her gently down the cliff. At the bottom, she finally let SpottedKit to her feet and let out a soft breath.
The medicine den is just this way, but do be careful.
I will.
Once inside, Cowspot dipped her head in respect to the medicine cat before speaking.
Sorry for intruding, Haven Frost, but would it be all right if I showed this small kit the medicine den?
The old tabby shrugged as he stood off to the side.
As long as they don't touch anything, I'll make an exception. But do make it quick.
The young kit's eyes sparkled as she took in all the smells. There were sweet scents, bitter scents. She wanted to get closer to learn more. However, Cowspot stopped her with her paw.
Let us stay on the side. We don't want to get in Haven Frost or Bee Paw's way.
Okay, sorry.
It's quite all right, little one.
She purred.
As I'm sure you can smell, the medicine den is full of many different herbs. These herbs can cure certain sicknesses or even help ease wounds or belly aches. As a warrior, you won't really need to memorize any of these, as it's more so the medicine cats, but it's not a bad idea to get familiar with the more common ones, especially like cobwebs or moss.
Let all cats, old enough to hunt for themselves, gather around the high ledge.
I hear Flow Star.
She mewed curiously. Cowspot turned to face the exit of the medicine den and let out a soft breath of air.
So you did,
She said softly.
It is getting rather late. I'm sure the other kits are already in their nesting spots, and you best be joining them.
Bee Paw, who was resting in the corner, woke up and stretched their legs.
At this time? What could be so important a meeting is called this late in the night? Well, guess I'll be seeing you out there, Cowspot. Have a good night's rest, SpottedKit.
I will.
The young kit wanted so badly to sit amongst the other cats at the meeting, but knew she would only be told to go to the nursery. It pained her, but she knew not to go against the older cats. Once inside, she made herself comfortable beside Birdkit and perked her ears up, hoping to hear even a little bit of the meeting.